we do if there's a supervillain and you're in London?
Well, we'll do this.
The new season of Miraculous Ladybug is off to a great start. I've loved the narrative direction so far and am keen to see where the season goes. There are many aspects I'm excited about, from the introduction of Lila as a new villain and how she interacts with her allies to the inclusion of the other heroes throughout Paris, making it seem like everyone is doing their part to keep their city safe. There are things to look forward to all around, but one detail has stuck out to me, and I think it will impact the series moving forward. Marinette has named Alya her deputy and expects her to take over if her role as Ladybug becomes compromised. The series wouldn't have included this plotline if it weren't relevant. It's foreshadowing something happening to Marinette and her relationship with the Ladybug Miraculous, which would be an exciting development for her character. In today's video, I want to discuss why Marinette would willingly give up her power, allowing Alya to fill her shoes.
Thank you for your trust, but I sure hope I never have to replace you because that would mean something happened to you. It's just a precaution.
Number 1. Lila discovers her identity. Something that would make Marinette give up her Miraculous without a second thought is her secret identity becoming jeopardized. There's a brand new Butterfly Miraculous wielder who is more ruthless than her predecessor. Lila may not need the other Miraculouses from the Chinese Miracle Box, but that doesn't mean she wouldn't try to take them if the opportunity arises. As the Guardian, Marinette knows every wielder by name, where they live, and their strengths and weaknesses. If she were to become akumatized, she could wipe out her team in one foul swoop. Not only would every Miraculous be lost, but she would put her loved ones in danger and take away their means of protecting the world. If Lila learned that Marinette was Ladybug, I think she would hound her at every turn and never give her a moment to catch her breath. She could do many things to incite an akumatization, putting all the other heroes at risk. Most notably, she could reveal Monarch's identity and out Ladybug as a liar. The public's faith in their favorite hero would be shaken, and her team could even start to doubt her. With all the stressors in mind and knowing that she would hurt others if lost to the dark side, the only responsible decision would be renouncing her Miraculous and giving Alya the Miracle Box. Fortunately, in this scenario, there are still opportunities to see Ladybug even if Scarabella were to take over. Alya received a Kwagatama from Tiki, which holds a former version of Marinette that retains her memories from the time before giving up guardianship. If Alya still believes in her friend and her insight, she could use this connection frequently to have Ladybug fighting at her side and giving advice against difficult villains. The hard part will be knowing that Marinette is unaware of these experiences. However, having Ladybug and Marinette separated into two distinct characters would be a fun concept to explore.
Gabriel Agreste is Ladybug? That's not possible! Gabriel Agreste is dead! Gabriel Agreste cannot be Ladybug!
Number 2. To protect Cat Noir. While they have their differences occasionally, there's no denying that Ladybug and Cat Noir considered one another very close friends. Knowing little about one another's personal lives doesn't change how much they care for one another or that they would do anything to keep each other safe. If Marinette knew her identity was at risk or that the Butterfly wielder was coming for her Miraculous, she could willingly give it up to protect Cat Noir in the long run. She could always fight to keep the Ladybug Miraculous, but if she were to fail, the villain's focus would shift to apprehending Cat Noir and stealing his power. He would constantly have a target on his back, and with insane luck on their side, it wouldn't take long for him to lose his Miraculous. The situation becomes even more complicated if an identity reveal happens before Lila comes for Marinette. If Marinette knew that Adrien and Cat Noir were the same person, she would undoubtedly hand off her Miraculous to keep her loved one safe. If she were akumatized, her enemies could appear at Adrien's doorstep. Moreover, Cat Noir is an incredibly important part of Adrien's life, as his alter ego allows him to express himself and live freely for the first time. Marinette would hate the thought of Adrien losing such a crucial part of himself, and would do anything to prevent that loss from happening. It would be very romantic and bittersweet because there's never been a Cat Noir without his Ladybug. Oh.
I should have been there. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm the one who's sorry.
Number 3. At Tiki's request. In previous seasons, Tiki has always remained neutral and supported Marinette's decisions even when they weren't the best. She has acted as a friend and confidant, willing to help her wielder through any crisis, big or small. However, I can't help noticing a shift in their dynamic during these first few episodes. Tiki continuously stops Marinette before she makes a decision, encouraging her to rethink her actions or listen to reason. In sublimation, she even follows Alya outside to question why she isn't stopping Marinette from making a mistake. In some of these scenes, she even sounds stern, desperately trying to make Marinette listen to her, but to no avail. She also cowers in Marinette's purse and seems unwilling to transform when necessary. This opposition is uncharacteristic, That said, Tiki is within her rights to question Marinette's behavior because she can tell her wielder is spiraling. Marinette is starting to crack under the pressure of keeping many secrets and acting as the guardian. She has a lot on her plate without a proper means of coping with the stress. It's nothing against her. She has a lot going on and could use a proper break. In the past, like in the episode Transmission, Tiki took matters into her own hands and relinquished the Ladybug Miraculous. She believed doing so was in Marinette's best interest, so she found a new wielder in Alya. There's no reason she couldn't do this again to ensure Marinette took the time to process her emotions. A scenario like this could lead to a temporary retirement, where Scarabella leads the team while Marinette keeps the Miracle Box. At this point in their friendship, I hope Marinette would take Tiki's concerns seriously and allow the Kwami to take back her Miraculous.
Best way to become friends with Sublime?
Of course, Tiki. Everyone loves having a friend unexpectedly show up to help.
Number 4, for her relationship. We all remember the episode where Marinette and Luca were in a committed relationship. It was a great way to start the 4th season because it showed how Marinette's different roles conflicted. Her duties as Ladybug naturally got in the way of her relationship because she constantly fled from dates and kept secrets. Luca is as understanding as they come and would have understood if Marinette said she wasn't happy in the relationship or was in love with someone else. Neither of these was the direct problem in their relationship. It was that Marinette was living a double life and couldn't share it with her partner. In the end, that secret ended their relationship because Marinette realized she couldn't keep something that significant from her partner. I can't be the only one who noticed history repeating itself in the Illustrator. Uncomfortable with her current situation, Marinette used every hero and problem in Paris as an excuse to leave dates with Adrien. She had no reason to do this as her teammates had everything under control, aptly pointed out by Cat Noir, who can tell something is wrong with his partner. Ladybug gave the Miraculouses to her fellow wielders so she could have time to focus on her personal life for the first time in months. It's in her best interest to trust her team and focus more time on Adrien. Unfortunately, Ladybug is the only one who can purify Akumas, so she will always be needed even when Cat Noir is not. Somewhere along the way, Adrien will begin to question the sudden absences and weak excuses with a more critical eye. With her past track record of poor relationships, Marinette may decide to give the Ladybug Miraculous to Alya so she can have a proper shot at her happy ending.
But that's okay, let's just... Oh, let's get a drink in that cafe!
The prospect of Marinette no longer acting as Ladybug is incredibly daunting. She's widely regarded as the main character, so losing her Miraculous would put her in a precarious position. The narrative would need to shift and follow her personal life after no longer having powers and losing her memories. It would drastically change the series, deviating from the formula the longtime fans have learned to depend on. I'm not saying it would be a bad change. I'm curious to see where a storyline like this could go, but I recognize what it could mean for Miraculous Ladybug. I genuinely hope that Marinette doesn't lose her Miraculous anytime soon, but as it stands, there are many reasons she could give it up herself in the near future.
When are we?
We're at a point in time where someone stole my Miraculous. We need to figure out who, when, and how.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Isn't this a bit... flashy?
Not at all. I love it. Let's check the timeline once again, Chronobug.